Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016 with Barcelona, and today's game is against Valencia. Now, we are 7 games away from the end of the season, and most probably the end of the series. As I say, I like to do these more short-term saves now. And, well, 7 points. 7 does seem to be the number at the moment, doesn't it? With 7 points off Bayern Munich at the top, 4 points behind Arsenal, and now, if you look, the trailing pack are just behind us. You've got Liverpool, United, Atletico, heck, even Chelsea there, all just behind us. Man City, 5 points there. And then come Valencia, who have just drifted away ever so slightly. You'd still have to say that they have done quite well, all things considered, and especially considering their real life position. But no Gary Neville, as we all know. Right, the team for today then is, as you were, Daley Blind will come in, obviously. Gerard Piqué, Javier Mascherano and Dani Alves are all suspended, and Lionel Messi, as we all know, is still out for basically the rest of the season. So Willian, Arda Turan, Neymar and Suarez up top. Let's get into it. Oh, sorry, also I forgot to point out, Alex Vidal, who is not match fit, however, I think he's actually, he hasn't actually played for us yet. He is going to come in at right back because, as I say, injuries and suspension and all that lark. Right, here we go then. The teams are warming up, apparently. That's a new one. So we're evens favourites, that's fair enough. Let's see, who have they got? So obviously they got Negredo. Now, we played Valencia, and I think we got a good result, I recall. It doesn't look like they've added any other any new players to their team. Let's give the fans a performance. That's not bad. Listen passionately. Oh dear, we'll go back into 2D Classic. That's not right. Camera. There we go. 2D. And highlights. Why did I slow it down? I think was it because of a highlight on the last game. It's been a while since I played this, I must admit. Obviously we had that poor run where I think we've won 1 in the last 4, which is not very good. But here's Willian, who, on the other side of all things, has actually been very good. He's arguably been our best player, certainly of this second half of the season since the transfer window opened, and certainly been very impressive. I think he got a 9 rating in the previous game. I've just checked that one. But yeah, I haven't actually played this for, I'd say, about a week now, since recording the last video. Sometimes, it is good to just take a break from playing FM, because let's be honest here, this game can take over your life. We all know that. And I think I'm almost kind of thankful that this game hasn't really done that this year. It didn't do it in FM14 either. It kind of did in 15. It very much did in 13. As we all know, that save just got out of hand. The I don't know, just the YouTube career, shall we say. That one got out of hand. And very, very intensive with, I think I ended up playing that until 2071, which is outrageous. Even by, just regular playing FM standards, that's just too far. We are getting some horrible lag. I'm sorry about that. I'm not quite sure why that's happened. My computer does seem to be slowing down a little bit lately, which is quite concerning. If you have a Mac like me, let me know if this is happening to you. I can't imagine too many of you do, as I fully realise the viewership for this series is not absolutely big at all by any means. I am fully aware of that. I can see the view ratings, but I'm not too bothered because I'm enjoying this save. And that's something that is important for me at the moment. I don't know. I mean, I've set myself this target of 1,000 videos. Basically, once I hit 1,000, I don't know what will happen. More than likely, I'll hit that on FM16. Whether then I will stop FM16 and obviously return for FM17, which I more than likely will do unless something bad happens, then yeah, I'll probably do that and we'll continue. But I would like to reach 1,000 videos. I think as of recording this, we are just over 60 off. Now, obviously, I'm not just going to pump videos out for the sake of it. That would just be silly. But it's certainly something I want to do, and I think I've had a few ideas as well. I'm not going to delve too much into details, because secrets and everything, and also because this game is absolutely woeful as Rakitic hits the bar. Not many highlights so far for me to talk about, in all honesty. But I've got an idea for a video that I want to do, and maybe is something that I want to do in the future as opposed to Football Manager. Now, I'm not going to stop. Well, I say that I'm not going to stop making Football Manager videos if that's what you're wondering when I say that. What I mean is be a bit do something a little bit other than Football Manager while still making them. Less videos, less videos, higher quality, shall we say, as the opposite of what I'm doing currently, shall we say. Not to say that these videos aren't the best I can make them, they pretty much are. Anyway, I'm rambling here because, as I say, this game is not particularly great. Lots of highlights, but nothing actually happening, as Claudio Bravo makes an absolutely fantastic save. Let's have a look at some of the other scores. Bayern Munich are absolutely thrashing Benfica, which is, well, yeah, I guess you'd expect that. Arsenal, again, I don't know how they are doing it, but they're doing it. There's an all-Italy clash there. Juventus 1-1 with Milan. Real Madrid now 2-1 up against Manchester United. Right, we've got to make sure Real Madrid don't catch us up. I mean, where are they at the moment? Yeah, actually, I'll take it back. They're not going to catch us up. But we do need the 3 points here now. I might just move us up to attacking. I think we need that bit of extra killer. Right on cue. That extra bit of extra killer pass or that extra killer shot, and it comes through Luis Suarez. Unfortunately, he is offside. I can't believe Liverpool are beating Paris Saint-Germain as well. How's that happened? Well, plenty of time for that to change, of course. But yeah, these highlights are kind of they're uneventful, I think is the best way to describe them. Because at the moment, whilst there are plenty of them, if you look down here, I mean, there's lots and lots of highlights. Nothing of major notes has really happened. We've had a few good saves, but it's all been things like that. I mean, pretty terrible efforts. Or, it's been on, like, just hit the bar, offside. It's not been great. We need to watch out for Corinthians, who are slowly climbing the way up the table now as well. Look at that. They're up to 9th. Quite amazingly. Level in Manchester City, you would never have thought that, right? We have not been good enough. I'm not happy with your performance. Luis Suarez is completely off pace. Don't quite know what's happened there. We're going to turn off dribble less. Just want to see if perhaps a bit more flair will do the trick. I think it's pretty silly to say to Neymar and Suarez, yeah, don't dribble. That's I mean, logic would dictate that. You look at that and say to Neymar, don't want you to dribble, but that depends on what position, because you're not being specific, I guess, in what position you want to do it. But like, yeah, of course, I don't want you to dribble in your own half, but going up against a defender, sure, you have the quality to beat them, but that really should be expected. I mean, Liverpool players do that all the time, and it frustrates me to no end. You have. I'll tell you who the worst is for that. Adam Lallana, he just, say where my mouse is here, he'll dribble and make around in the box and make these stupid passes in his own area. In fact, in his own box sometimes, yeah. And you're just thinking, man, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? I'm sure it looks great when it comes off, and it's a good way of getting out of a sticky situation, just as Thomas Vermaelen has done here, off the underside of the bar. It was almost always going to be that, wasn't it? But Thomas Vermaelen, who has been quite good for me, to be fair, he's certainly been our best player on the day, apparently, if you look at the ratings. But yeah, Luis Suarez, there is something wrong with this captain's armband. It's hexed or something. There's definitely, it's very strange, as who was that there, going very close with Valencia. We just need to be a bit careful now. And Willian knocks that on to no one. I feel that if I take us off attacking, we might lose a lot of momentum. And, oh dear, Bartra, he's just been... Oh, we may have just sold us completely down the river. Alvaro Negredo really should be scoring there. I'm not quite sure what Bartra did. He just sort of stopped. I was like, yeah, I'll give up. Right, Suarez. Willian over the bar. Right, well, I'm going to make a change in a second. Neymar is doing very well. Arda Turan is a little bit tired. Suarez is not having the best game. However, one thing I always seem to sort of jump to wacky conclusions about, it's like, okay, he's having a bad game. He is not going to score. That is not the case. I mean, yes, if you're playing at like a particularly lower level, that is more than likely going to be the case. But when you have these world-class players, you don't have to think that. I mean, yeah, if he is having a genuine stinker, like, say, he has a rating of like 5, yeah, take him off. But if he's on like a 6.3, like Suarez is there, no point taking him off. He's still probably going to be better than anything else you have on the bench. And really not helping my case there, Louis. You really aren't. You make me look like a right tit there. Right, here's Vidal. Let's see what he can do, because he's not been in the team. Obviously, he was not eligible. That's 2-0. There we go. Neymar 24 goals for the season. Right, yeah, as I say, Vidal has not been in the team. Well, he wasn't actually eligible to play until 2016 due to Barca's bizarre transfer ban. And I couldn't really find a place for him. He is a natural midfielder, I think. But obviously, as I say, with suspensions to Alves, Alba, Mascherano, etc., he was the only sort of option I had. And that's a risky but good tackle by Blind. Unfortunately, it's gone straight back to a Valencia player. And they still somehow have it after all this tackling and so on. And here they come now with... God, I was going to say, got to be careful, but the commentator has just... he's got a bit too excited there, I think. I am now going to contradict myself and say, do you know what, I might take Suarez off. But he is actually having a stinker. That is actually quite generous. Thing is, I don't know actually who to bring on. And that's what I mean when I say, he's probably still better than many of the options you have. So I've decided I'm going to bring on essentially Roberto for Daley Blind. And we're going to keep him in the same role. We're going to do all that. Well, it's still 2-1. We're still winning. But we are just going to be pulled back to attacking here. To standard, I beg your pardon. So we're back up to third. And we are 4 points behind Arsenal, who are still beating Sevilla. Come on. Do us a favour, Sevilla. We've had absolutely nothing like that this save so far. Very little. Certainly, anyway. In fact, it's almost always gone against us. Right, here's Barragan. But they've got a cross in here. We have to be very careful. We all know how often we see, I've pointed it out before, how many times have we seen players lose 2-goal leads? It seems to be 2-0, but I've seen way worse. I've even seen 5-0s coming to 5-5s at times on this game, but it's not uncommon at all to see, and I'm not blaming the game when I say this, but 2-goal leads to evaporate so easily and so quickly. But here they come now. They're really putting the fortress down. Apparently that's not even a phrase, but whatever. And Arsenal have... God damn it. This is so frustrating. So we're still going to be 4 points behind Arsenal and 7 points behind Bayern. In fact, they are beating Benfica, but that is to be expected. Right, Neymar to finish it. No, it's a sitter, but it doesn't matter. Got there in the end. 2-1. I'll say good win. Let's keep the morale up, but not the best, not the greatest end to the game, certainly. There you go, Vidal had a debut to remember, did he really? 7.7 ratings, not bad, considering the defence have got some good ratings there, especially considering they conceded a goal and all that. Right, so here we are then. We've got a really, really tough run of 4 games here now. So we've got Chelsea and Liverpool away, then that is a genuine crunch game against Bayern Munich. I feel that if we lose that really is it. I mean, some of you might say that I'm being super hopeful here, but if we were to beat Bayern Munich, we would be 4 points behind them. It's like, and maybe we can hope during that time as well, between now and when we play them, that they will lose points or drop points. But it is still so close. I mean, our goal difference is superior, vastly superior to Atletico Madrid, so that is sort of like an extra point, I want to say. And then you've got Liverpool, who are just a point behind us. Don't ask me how that happened. Chelsea United stuck on fourth. In fact, almost identical, completely identical records on 45 points in the same goal difference. Then comes City, and as I say, you've got this massive cluster of teams here: Corinthians, Valencia, Juventus, Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, all within 4 points of each other. Now they are of course all safe. Certainly not teams I expected to be as far down as they are. And then comes Sevilla and Milan. I think Sevilla are punching above their weight, to be fair. They're not safe by any means, but they're certainly doing better than I thought. I really thought they would be right in it down here with Porto and Benfica, and certainly would thought that Porto would be doing a lot better. But anyway, there's my views on it. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, sacking all their managers, as we saw. Azpilicueta somehow has 17 yellow cards. I mean, I'm not surprised by De Jong. We all know that firsthand. But my God, 17. That's outrageous. Sturridge and Neymar. Sturridge and Neymar. What is that about? Sturridge at the top. I mean, look, Sturridge on his days was class, arguably. But goddamn, level with Neymar, no chance. Look, and I'm not even like going to be trying to be biased in that situation. Not even a chance. Anyway, again, I'm starting to ramble, so I will shut the video off here. So if you enjoy the video, please like it. I will be back for the Chelsea game. This managed by Mourinho. That's quite funny. And yeah, I'll be back for that next time. So please do hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.